was so fascinating, especially that opening scene where I did not realize that it was a human body that was moving. Fantastic, wonderful, beautiful. The movements of the dancer were robotic and almost AI like at times, and then just so grounded and connected with the earth and just being one with nature at the same time. There was just so much to be said here. Just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful work. I don't know where they shot it, but it was just like a visual dream.
That beginning was trippy. At first, I got lost in the fact this music video was as long as it was, 7 minutes and 36 seconds. It's not often you're watching that long of a music video this day and age. We as humans just don't have the time span for it. This is not your typical music video, so as I'm watching the stone shift and realizing the ground is moving, but it's not, in fact, the ground, it's a human being. Trippy, here for it. Next, the interpretation dance, along with the sounds of nature in this non-gender conforming body, could have anyone relate to it. They really are connecting with nature, grounding, uh, using grounding techniques as the rocks fall off the surface. It seems to be an alternate reality almost, as if this was the beginning of time, maybe, being bare, surrounded by the rocks of the earth.
The cinematography here and just the images, the visuals overall were really, really striking, really well done. The way that the subject is presented, in addition to the landscape in which the film takes place, right? Very mountainous, desert. It's very barren, it's very empty, but it's also very striking, kind of awe-inspiring in a way. And I really liked that. Complementing that was the sound design here. I think that it calls attention to the movements of the subject in this film, and the music here, right? The films that we're talking about today, they're all musically based, but this one didn't have much music. The music was very sparse. Instead, the sound design and just kind of the ambient sounds, the sounds of the on-screen action became a music kind of on their own in the way that they were presented very rhythmically with the way the subject was moving and dancing. In a way, the sounds of this environment and of this person kind of become music in their own way, which I think is really interesting.
Just the two, maybe three major elements are performer, the earth, and some sky. But the way it is presented and the way certain shots are framed, the movements themselves just makes this beautiful piece that is really just larger than the sum of those parts. The movements were fluid but jerky at times, and kind of, I guess, kind of like Earth now that I'm thinking about it. The sound was really great, really interesting. There were times where it felt between the sound and the framing like I was looking at a giant. Really, really smart work.
I really like the practical effects for the short film. I honestly didn't even notice there was an actor underneath all the gravel at first, and the forced perspective definitely made it visually intriguing. It definitely caught me off guard. It kind of went over my head, if I'm gonna be honest, because I wasn't too sure what kind of like themes this short film was trying to communicate. I did think the dancing was very beautiful. Overall, the practical effects were very good. The dancing was good.
The biggest thing of note to me was just the choreography. It was very jerky and inhuman. And I think that, in addition to the costuming or lack of, was to give it a very natural or kind of primal sense of the earth itself. We're not talking about living things that usually have a more fluid movement. We're talking more dynamics such as rocks, the earth, dirt, essentially.